Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Pi. This will be my third video in the set of given the y-intercept how to find the exponential function. So here we're given the y-intercept of 0, 12, and the second point 6, 2, 58, and we want to find the equation of the exponential function containing these 2 points. And this will be the increasing case. After this, we'll do another example involving a decreasing case. So here we have y equals a, b to the x. Now, a equals 12, because that's the y-intercept. And then we're going to use this value 6 as my x and this value y to solve for b. So 258 equals 6 times b to the 6th power. Sorry, 12, not 6. 12 here. A is 12. B to the 6th power equals 258. Now I want to solve for b. We divide both sides by 12. 258 divided by 12. And if you can, write your answer as a fraction. If you can't, use decimals. In this case, we are going to use a fraction because it's 21.5, which is the same thing as a fraction as 43 over 2. So b to the 6th power equals 43 over 2. To solve for b, you raise to the power of its reciprocal 1/6. 1/6. So 43 over 2 equal to the 1/6 power. So you raise it to the 1/6. And you get b to 3 decimal places, 1.675. And to round up, we write b using approximate equal sign is 1.668. And then we write our equation. Y equals a, which is 12, b, which we just found, 1.668, raised to the x power. And that is the increasing case. Copy down what we need to. Then we'll do an example of a decreasing case, and then working with a fraction as x in order to solve. Okay, let's look at the decreasing case. Now, as we mentioned in previous lessons, a decreasing case will be where b, the value, is less than 1. Say we're starting at 81, 0.81 as our starting value. And we're going to decrease after 8 minutes to 45. So 0.81 and 8.45. And we start exactly the same way. Our a value is when x equals to 0, so a equals 81. And this is my x value of 8, my y value of 45. So 45 equals 8 d1 times b to the 8th power. We divide by 81. Remember, we try to use a decimal if we must, and we try to use fractions as much as possible. So 45 over 81 simplifies to 5/9. And then we raise each side to the 1/8 power because we have the 8th power. It's always the reciprocal 1/8 power. So b equals 5/9 to the 1/8. Just to 3 decimal places, or the nearest thousand, is approximately 0.929. It's less than 1, so we know it's decreasing. It's exactly what we want. That means y equals, I like to use approximate equals in these cases, 81 times 0.929 to the x power as the equation. One more example on how to find the equation given the y-intercept, where the second point they give you involves a fraction. And that's more of a practice on how to solve equations of this format. Okay, one more example. So let's say our starting point was 0.21. And we were given as our next point the value 7/5 gives you 100. So it's growing at some exponential function, and you know 7/5 is 100, and 0.21 is my next value. In this case, they would actually usually give you it more as a decimal. So this would be 1.4, 100. But I prefer to work the fraction to emphasize the reciprocal. So our a value is 21. We use our equation y equals ab to the x. A is 21. X is 7/5. And y is 100. We start off the same way. We divide by 21. Divide by 21. 100 divided by 21 does not simplify. So we're going to leave it that way. So we have b to the 7/5 power is 100/21. Try not to round to the end. Now, what power am I going to raise this to solve? You always raise it to reciprocal. So it's the 7/5. I'm going to raise it to 5/7 power and raise 121 to 5/7 power. And I'm going to use that to solve for b. So 100 raised to the 5/7 power gives me my answer. We round to 3 decimal places, the nearest thousand. 3049. That's what 100/21 to the 5/7 power is. So our b value is 3.049. And our equation, these two lengths be y is 21 times 3.049 to the x power. This is the end, the set of my 3 videos on finding the exponential function where you're given the y-intercept. In my next set of videos, I'm going to go over what the different types of power functions are, and then return to this, how to find the equation when not given the y-intercept. This is Mr. Spy, signing off. Please subscribe to my channel for more contents like this, and I hope to be posting sets of 3 to 4 videos, short ones, catching up on the topics that I've been doing in my class over the past few days. I did the exponential function out with knowing the y-intercept, what is a power function, and what is the method of finding the y-intercept and the b value when you're not given the y-intercept for an exponential function. And then the next topic I'm doing is the method of common basis. So each class is broken into multiple videos to get the information in small chunks. Hope that's helpful for you. This is Mr. Spy, signing off.